Live Strong Sew Along. But I've got some fun surprises for you guys. We have a new quilt layout for you that's all made up where you can see it. I've got some other fun surprises in this video, and oh my gosh, we're just going to have such a blast. So let me go ahead and make sure that everything is working right here real fast. I am going to just go here and find the right post so you guys can get information about the sew along and everything that we are doing. So I am Deanna from Stitches Quilting, and I designed the Live Well, Live Strong quilt pattern, and we have done this as a sew along in 2019, and we are restarting it as a sew along in 2020. So, and we have the quilt, the original 17 color quilt that's right behind me, and you can see that right behind me. I am located in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hi, Laura, it's good to see you. We're so glad to have you. And we have this pattern available as a PDF download. We have it available as a hard copy that you can, it's actually 28 pages long now. And I've added some amazing updates to the pattern. Hi, Liz, it's so good to see you. We have now the negative space quilt. So this is the Live Well, Live Strong quilt in a full size. It has actually been stitched together with just a 4-color palette right here. The original quilt was done in 17 colors. So this one right here is stitched together with negative space. So it's just got, all these quilt blocks are floating in white negative space. I'm going to show you some more of this. I'm going to show you in another colorway because we have another colorway too. Hi, Belle from Tennessee. It's good to see you. So I have put together, I've added some additions to the existing pattern. And for those of you that already have purchased the pattern, there are some fun things coming your way. Hi, Lynette. So in the pattern, this is definitely a skill building quilt. So as you work from block to block, each one of the blocks helps you build a skill set in the quilt. So it might be from piecing together half square triangles, piecing together, the pattern for the negative space quilt is included in here. So I have worked so hard to update the original pattern. So you can see right here is the instructions and the layout of how to construct the negative space quilt right there. We also have, as part of that, hold on, I have all of the cutting instructions of how to cut the white out or whatever background you might like. And we also have it in the bed runner layout right here too. So the bed runner layout is 42 by 90 inches. So it would work for a king size bed, but oh my gosh, I don't know. So but everything has been updated. I've even included some little updates back here where you can swatch out fabric. So you're using your own little fabric swatches. And so everybody that has already purchased this pattern, it is coming to you today in an email. It took me quite a while to get this all drafted, done, proofed, made sure everything was accurate. I even put in and I added an easier way to construct the movement quilt block, because the movement quilt block is about us moving our bodies, because each one of these quilt blocks has a great quilt meeting about health and wellness for women. So, but the movement quilt block was a little tricky. You had to use a template to cut it out. The templates are still there. The original pattern is still there, but I now have an easy version of how to construct this one. A lot of people had a sticking point to the strength quilt block. So I added an easier version of how to construct the strength quilt block where you don't have to use the template and cut a parallelogram, because that was really hard. Both the movement and the strength quilt block required a parallelogram cut out. And it was a sticking point for you guys, so I wanted to solve that pain point. And so I also did the strength quilt block. It's exactly the same, but it's all done in half square triangles. So you guys, there's some really neat stuff in here, and I'm so excited about it. I have worked so hard. In fact, this file is so huge that I had the horrible most time getting it exported to a PDF for you guys, but I have it mastered and I have it done because the file is just so large. So this update for the pattern will come today in your inboxes for those of you that have purchased the Live Well, Live Strong quilt pattern. It is, let me look at the page number. It is 28 pages long. You can still purchase it as a PDF all by itself or as a hard copy. So that's up to you guys, but you guys are all getting the updated pattern. Now, so we're going to start the sew along, and we're starting it this week, but we're going to kind of get organized this week. And that's what we're going to do. I'm going to make sure all of you guys have time to print off your patterns, print off the version that you're wanting to do. And in addition to that, for a limited time, the foundation paper piecing instructions are coming for the small Live Well, Live Strong quilt. Okay, you can see it's just exactly like the one behind me, but it's 20 inches by 20 inches, okay? So not only are you getting all of this good stuff included in here with the different layouts, with the bed runner layout, how to cut everything, some easier methods to construct things and put it together. But you're also going to get, for a limited time, because this was a lot of work, you guys, the foundation paper piecing, so that you guys can make it so tiny. And there really is a movement out there with quilting for tiny paper piecing. So the tiny paper piecing is, and you can see my paper's on there. I'm leaving my paper in there until I have the entire quilt constructed, and that's something that we're going to work on. But we have things to talk about because I want to give you guys time to get everything organized with the new quilt. Okay, the new quilt versions, all right? So say, for example, you're going to do the paper piecing version. You don't want to just print this off on regular paper. I will have an option for you if you want me to print it off for you. There'll be just a small nominal cost. I have to go down to my printer and find out how much it's going to cost me to print this off. This one is about 19 pages long. Let me go ahead and show you. But what I've done is I've actually printed it off on newsprint paper. So I wanted to test that and get that tested so that, because we have people all around the world that are actually going to be doing the sew along. And so I went ahead and I ordered a ton of newsprint paper. I ordered mine off of Amazon. So and I've tested this. It goes through my printer. It prints it just fine. So if you find newsprint or foundation paper piecing newsprint paper, this is what you want to print your foundation paper piecing pattern on. So you're going to get a digital copy of the foundation paper piecing pattern, and you'll need to print it. I will get an option. I need to get a quote because my printer doesn't keep newsprint, so I'm going to have to provide them the paper and make sure they can print it off on their machines, the big printer down there. So I will get that information for you. So you do want to get some newsprint paper. I bought mine on Amazon, and it was easy to get shipped, and it got to me quickly. So I want to give you guys time to get that done. And what we're going to do in the meantime is we're going to get everything printed off. We're going to get everything ready. I'm going to show you how to organize your pattern into a binder, and I'm going to give you guys some time to get your fabrics gathered together. This is a great quilt to like bust out your stash, because as you bust out the stash, it makes you feel better, and there's so many fabrics that you have Hi, Jane. Hi, Lynette. It's so good to see everybody. Hi, Donna. But as you bust out your stash, then it makes you feel better, because I know there are things in your stash that you've actually purchased that you really, really love. But we do have some fabric kits if you're interested in it, and we have it in the different colorways. So, in fact, let me show you that right here. Hold on. It's right here. So, there's black and white. There's black, there's gray, different tones of gray and a white. This is the coral ombre right back there. We've got a bright version and a pastel version. So we have got different kits that you can make. So there are so many different options for you guys. I have worked so hard to get this ready for you and to get some things going and to have just some fun spark to it. And we are also going to do this not just as a sew along, so you can purchase your pattern. The pattern is $29 if you're just getting the PDF. It is $35 if you're getting the hard copy. So that way it can offset some of my printing costs. But you sure get a lot for your money with all of this. And if you've already purchased it, all of these things are coming to you as a complimentary. The foundation paper piecing is going to be complimentary for a limited time, because that one was so much work. But let me go ahead and show you another version. So this version right here is the negative space, just like the coral version right here, but it is actually just in black and white. So I need to get this put on the long arm. But can you see that? Here is the calm quilt block, where we have peace and calm. We have the, it's hard for me to see these sideways. We have the safety quilt block, where we want to keep things in our lives safe and keep our environment as a safe place to be. We've got the belong, we've got the shine, we've got everything, and it's all included in that negative space layout. And boy, I think it just looks so gorgeous. Then, you guys, the negative space layout is available in twin, double, queen, and king size too. So I'm just so excited. I've been working so hard for you guys, and I just can't wait to show you everything. So let me go ahead and just give you a little bit of a sneak peek of some of the foundation paper piecing. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to do a live video tomorrow at 2 o'clock. If you can't be there at 2 o'clock, we're going to start switching our lives, especially because we're going to have a course with this. So I'm going to still do my lives to help you guys construct this. But I feel like we have so many moving parts to this that I'm actually going to offer it as a course where we can be one-on-one Zoom, and that will also launch tomorrow. So, but tomorrow I'm going to come on live, and we're going to go through, and I'm going to show you guys how to organize everything and how to get everything ready. So just let me give you a little preview of some of the quilt blocks right here. So this quilt is called Live Well, Live Strong, and has 26 quilt blocks about women's health and wellness. So not only do you build skills as you're sewing, like for example, you want to keep all of your 1/4-inch seams, and then when you piece your quilt blocks together, you want to keep all of your 1/4-inch seams true to their size. We've got the Choices quilt block. This one's about peace and calm. We've got the Content quilt block. The Content quilt block, I think, is so important in our lives, especially when we're going through, crazy times and hard things, that we learn to have a contentment and to appreciate what we do have. We have a Routine quilt block. We have a quilt block about genuine and about healing. We have a quilt block about strength and about building resilience. And I think now is a great time to work on strength and resilience. This is the foundation paper piecing one, and tomorrow I will show you it in the 20 by 20 inch size, and it is so fun. I can't even tell you. We've got the Shine quilt block. The Shine quilt block is about just keeping ourselves so that we can shine and that we can feel that brightness in our lives, and keeping our environment in a way that we can shine and we can thrive with everything. We even have a good old traditional churn dash block, but it's also called a shoe fly block. quilt block. And this is for us to set healthy boundaries in our lives, maybe with things or with people, but to do it in such a way that it's uplifting and it's good. So not only do we get to sew a fun quilt, and I can't wait to see all of the different versions of the quilts that you guys have made, and I'm going to be sharing pictures and images for any of you that feel comfortable with me sharing your Live Well, Live Strong quilt on my website or on social media, and I'll acknowledge you, but let me know. And I need some testimonials if some of you guys have some testimonials from doing the sew along last time. But not only do we get to make a quilt and build skills, but we have the community of each other, and we also have the good positive vibes by thinking about things that are healthy for us and that keep us in a positive state of mind. So you guys, I'm super excited about everything. I am going to go ahead and get ready to send this off to your emails. To everybody that purchased their pattern, you're going to get the updated version. So I'm going to go get things ready to press the send button so it lands in all of your email boxes. I'll go ahead and I'll put a summary of what our schedule is going to be like, and we'll talk about that on Thursday. And anyways, and kind of get a summary of what our sew along is going to be like and what you can expect. So let's go ahead and I can't wait to see you guys tomorrow. I'll be live tomorrow, and I think maybe 2 o'clock might be a good time. No, let's stick to noon. Let's go ahead and stick to noon. And then that way we can keep that consistency. So anyways, and I'll have a schedule for you and everything else. I can't wait to press send on that email. So if you need any information, just let them know that you need the pattern, whatever. On YouTube, it'll show you the link for where you can go, and you can learn more about the Live Well, Live Strong quilt and all the options. And if you need to purchase the pattern, you can just let Facebook know, and it'll send you a message. So we'll see you later, and have a really good day. Have fun, you guys. Bye-bye.